Today on kitchenpt.com we're going to show you how to do a nice easy tuna melt, which is a nice easy student meal which you can prepare pretty easily. What you're going to need is some bread, hummus, fruit relish, pepper, olives, tomatoes, red onion, canned tuna, grated cheese and an oven or a grill to cook it in. The ingredients I'm going to show you are pretty adaptable if you like. You can mix and match. Feel free to leave out any of the ingredients I put in. This is my preference. So we're going to start off, I'm just going to get whatever's in the vegetable drawer here. So we've got half an olive, split karate, some red onions. We'll take the red pepper and that may do us. You can use any tomatoes you want. I'm going to use cherry tomatoes today. Get the bread, just to get things cranking. We've turned the oven on already and we're going to put 2 pieces of bread down in the toaster. You can use any bread you like. I've done this before in English muffins, it's quite good, or you can get some pita bread. And either cut it in half, or you can put it on top, or you can even chuck the ingredients in the middle, in the filling, as a filling. Canned tuna, you could use fresh tuna obviously. This is just pure convenience factor, so you can get it ready nice and easy and quickly on the go without having to even think about it. I'm going to use a Sea Lord tuna here, smoked and savoury onion, but I quite like the sweet chilli flavour, and there's also a sun-dried tomatoes with olives flavour, which is pretty good. So I'm going to be making for 2 people today, so we'll make 4 tuna melts, and then obviously you can just extrapolate that out for as many people as you will be cooking for. A few of the ingredients that I've used before that we don't have today, or I'm not going to use today, going to be some gherkins, mayonnaise you can put on, spring onion, you can chuck some avocado in there. I'm not going to put this avocado on that I got out of the fridge as well. You can put parsley, salt and pepper. It's really just up to you. I'm going to cut these olives in half just so they're not too bulky on the sandwich filling. So I'm using a fruit relish. Once the toast pops up, we're going to put the fruit relish on. You can use any type of relish you like. It's just whatever you've got. Tomato relish also goes pretty well. So the first piece of toast is done. I'm going to put the hummus. I think it's just straight flavoured hummus, maybe a bit of garlic in here or something. Use a flavoured hummus if you wish, or you can even make your own hummus, but seeing as this is very much a meal that I have when I'm on the go, definitely going to be using the packaged hummus. Spread that around. I don't put any butter on, but chuck some butter on if you're that way inclined, and then I'll put the relish on straight after that. Thinking about putting some of this feta topping on as well, but I don't think I'll chuck that on there. Now I've seen what it looks like. So we just spread this around, make sure you get it around the edges, otherwise when you chuck it in the grill it's going to burn the edges of the toast if you don't have good coverage right around there, and when we chuck the cheese on later as well, it's an important point. Chuck the second 2 pieces of toast on just to keep things moving. So all I'm just doing is spreading out the ingredients evenly across there. If you've got personal preference, and you can chuck on more or less of what I'm putting on. I quite like the olives, so I'm going to put quite a few of those on. And I sort of just think about it in quarters, just try and get the quarters relatively even. Going to get the baking tray out. You can put them in like a Pyrex plate if you wish. If I'm just doing it for myself, 2 sandwiches, that's what I'd use. But if you've got 3 or more, you definitely want an oven dish. I might just use this just so they don't stick. It just makes cleaning up a little bit easier. Still going to chuck on some cooking spray if I can find some. But you don't need to do this. This is just to prevent them from sticking even further. But the baking paper by itself is usually pretty good for stopping it from sticking to the bottom of the tray. Get out the cheese. I just going to use some Edam pre-grated cheese, just because I'm lazy today. Tasty cheeses, I think it lives up to its name usually. You don't need to use as much to get that taste out, but it's just personal preference. Edam's quite popular because it's got a lot less fat than regular cheeses, but I think it compromises a little bit of the taste by having that. So as long as you can trick yourself into having the same amount, then Edam's probably a good call. But if you end up buying Edam because it's got 25% less fat, putting on twice as much kind of defeats the purpose. So you might just have to make an objective call on that, honest call, depending what your goals are. It's a good post-workout meal. It's got plenty of carbs, a few vegetables, but token vegetables really, but a few vegetables in there, and obviously a tuna. Bit of protein post-workout is not a bad thing at all. And it's really relatively quickly. We should have this all finished up, hopefully within 17-18 minutes. So spread out all the ingredients on the other one. I'm just making 4 identical ones so far. I'll chuck on tuna to make them slightly different tasting. It depends what size tuna cans you have. We've got the little ones here today, so they'll do 2 sandwiches each. So we've got the 4 sandwiches, chuck on the